Good morning, welcome to a morning review. This is Kim Watson speaking on Tuesday the 8th of September. So looking at the pound dollar first, and as you can see yesterday we managed to put in a pivot swing, effectively closing we're very close to a pivot swing, closing pretty much actually on the previous day, so not quite, but certainly a bullish looking candle that we're seeing there. From what we've moved up today, we just shot up and we've done a similar range already, so it's it could be well on in the next day or so for the monthly pivot, which is technically statistically hit quite frequently, so just watching for that now really over the next day or so. For now though, it's pushed up quite strong. Can it continue in this vein? Well, it's overbought, but, and it's the big but, it's not got its daily pivot or anything, but it has gone through its R1, its R2, daily R1, R2, and if anything, you could see this sort of market consolidating and then not moving too much more, but we'll see. It's very difficult to read, and it's not the best of markets to wake up to, because it's the opportunities, of course. If you're looking to go long, you're thinking, well, how much further can it go? And if you're looking to short a market against such a move, which looks pretty strong through the Asian session, and you look at the candles getting bigger and bigger, it's quite a difficult one altogether. It's been getting stronger and stronger. However, of course, at some point it could roll over for at least a short while, but we'll see. Got to be very careful with this market. That's the pound dollar. The euro dollar, not quite such a strong picture, but we had the bullish harami the previous day. Yesterday, well, we never really managed to do too much at all, and today, well, we pushed up, followed the cable move in a sense, and German figures out this morning, which could see us push back into the daily upper bands there. We've broken the 50 first, well, second attempt, but first more recent attempt. So with a bit of a push through there, but it may just come back in. I mean, it's sitting in the hourly 200 at the moment, so we'll see how this runs. But again, the shape of the day's gone. We've gone through the R1, R2 again, and it's quite a spoiler for this time in the morning. In fact, when you come to look at a market and you're thinking, well, actually, there's a good chance of something happening here. Well, maybe, but it's hit the weekly pivot, which I was looking for yesterday. Really, it's already done. So a lot of the sort of figures I'll be looking for, and they've got good statistical probability of being hit, have been hit. So let's see where we go from here. Anyway, so we'll look at dollar yen. Similar sort of move, but you'd have thought it'd be going the other way. It's weakened against the dollar, whereas the pound and the euro both strengthened against the dollar. Let's just look at the dailies here, and it's yesterday it ended up, well, it put a pivot swing in the previous day, never managed to do much with that, and it never broke the bottom of it to trigger it effectively, so just sort of sitting there with this almost harami, not quite, and then pushing on today. Well, in a period from the 4 hourly of consolidation, and you see from the hourlies, mostly yesterday it did barely nothing, so your pivots are quite pinched today. But that said, it's already hit the S1. Well, at this rate it could be hitting the R1. A difficult one to read, and again difficult to do too much with. So we've woken up this morning. It's one of those mornings you think, perhaps I should have stayed in bed for an extra hour. Okay, Aussie dollar again. It's we yesterday put that little doji in there, so a bit sort of a harami pattern, and then we've sort of moving up. I can't remember what it's actually called when you get the doji next to the big bearish candle, but it looks bullish to me. So we could be pushing up for that weekly pivot. It's not a million miles away from that, and that would be a possible target there. It's been consolidated whilst the others are not. Well, they've been flying, but and the pivots are so pinched today with the US session being closed yesterday. I think that some of these daily pivots will be broken, most likely. So there is the chance of the Aussie pushing up towards that weekly pivot today. Okay, as I said, it's a tricky old morning when it's done what it's done. Something like the Aussie may be tradable. It does start breaking down later on, breaking through these levels here. statistically it's killed the pivot trades, but it could just run back for the prior lows there. But we've seen with cable, we've seen the hook around and push up. Euro to a smaller extent, we're seeing that, and we could be well and truly seeing the Aussie follow suit. So could be a bit of doubt into the US dollar at the moment. Okay, that's it for me today. In terms of numbers coming out, we don't have a great deal. We've seen the German data already out this morning. We've got very little coming out today. It's all very low data. We've got revised European GDP, but it's 10 o'clock. But they're all, as I say, not big numbers at all to be watching. So could be a quiet one from that perspective, and I think we may just be seeing a bit of consolidation on the currencies. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.